EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the state capital of California, the Gold Rush city of Sacramento. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dragons of Toronto taking on the Bisons of Sacramento. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Carr going to throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Right side to Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
On the set.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Oh, a good move at the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. That is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
On the ball, on the ball. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go, set.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get it here on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, not saying 19.
Hooker now off play action. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Bisons get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles dropped. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Carr changing the formation. 2nd and 11. That's caught. Touchdown. Trey Palmer. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bisons have got it back to within a score.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Last Bronco.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go now.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Get it.
Here's 3rd and 7.
79 Bronco.
Throwing. Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
What's up?
Here's Carr. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr to throw. This is White on the screen. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down at the 43. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Carr now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Well, Jumbo.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Ready.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Hooker. On the move to his left. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Seven Pirates.
Hooker now on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He gets this out right to Gibbs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No! Ready.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
What now?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
Hurt.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now look out. He's to the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
OP.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Hooker's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First down, here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Opting to run again here with White. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here is third down and 4.
Raider 2. What's up?
Throwing now is Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
White down. Get set. Blue 80.
Carr going to throw. Finding Otten once more. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
White Monday.
Second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Raider 1. That's up.
Carr now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
808. 637.
Now Carr again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go now.
Hooker on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now it's second and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker rolling to his left. Hard running at the 15. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
They'll go for it. Hooker. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw his car. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 734. What's up?
Again, it's Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bray receiver in motion right.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Okay, ready?
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion left comes Williams.
Ready?
Gibbs will try and pick it up, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flag. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Hooker now off play action. Sam Laporta, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And my goodness, another interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Trap 60, trap 60. Big Lion.
Now Hooker. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Here's Hooker. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70.
Hooker. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Okay,
and they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing. Hooker. His throw incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
Hooker going to try and throw for him. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What now?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Carr to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
What's up?
Carr to throw again. Open man has got it. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Down.
2nd and 10.
180. 180. We're good. We're good. Easy. Kill.
One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just